Now, hey guys, welcome to another news segment. This one is pretty big. It's like some nice, quiet, slipping news came up earlier today. With me, of course, as always, is Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, Lou?
I'm doing well this fine evening. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm
This one
good.
is
My bad. Speakers. But yeah, let's jump in and discuss. Joining guys, leave your comments, questions, all that kind of fun stuff. But some big news. DuVernay has been picked by Warner Brothers to direct The New Gods. Yes. If you don't know anything about The New Gods, so it's all right. Don't worry. We know one of the most famous characters from The New Gods, and that's Darkseid. And she will be directing a movie around Darkseid, The New Gods. We don't know any details whatsoever, but Lou, what do you think?
I was shocked by the news when I saw it. I was just finished watching Flash. Actually, no, I just finished watching Black Lightning, and I saw the news. Ava DuVernay hired to direct New Gods. I'm like, what? Nah. Watched the video on it, and they confirmed it. I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting. Because, I was under the assumption she didn't care to do comic book movies, even though she says she likes Big Bertha. But don't mean you'll want to sit there and direct her.
Yeah, but the thing about the whole Big Brother comment was that came up after actually. Um, uh, she decided not to do Black Panther, and of course, yeah, that kind of is. I mean, it's logical. You're going, okay. She was offered Black Panther. She walked away from that. Why Big Brother? And maybe that's the case too. Maybe that is the thing. That's something that she says she loves Big Brother. For you to like Big Brother as a character, you must like New Gods. Like literally, you must like at least that whole world with Jack Kirby. So Jack Kirby is basically one of the people who's been touted who is touted as the creator of the New Gods. So I'm talking about Darkseid, New Genesis, the whole Darkseid storyline and all that kind of stuff comes from him. And Jack Kirby also was the one who brought in a lot of things into Thor. I mean, he's very influential in the way a lot of some of the comic book things have transpired. And according to Wikipedia here, the New Gods, a fictional race that appeared in DC Comics in 1971, New Gods Episode 1. Volume 1, and I think it had 4 volumes initial run, which is what Kirby brought in. The new, which people like to is collectively called Jack Kirby's Fourth World, which began with Fourth World in Superman's Power, Jimmy Olsen, 133, October 1970. The New Gods appeared in New Gods 1, February through March 1971, and Forever People, February through March 1971 as well. Another Fourth World title is Mr. Miracle, which launched in 1971 as well. New Gods' most notable character, of course, is Darkseid. And then you have Big Bertha, you have Granny Goodness. This is all the people from Apocalypse. New God centers around 2 worlds, New Genesis and Apocalypse, and their ongoing feuds. And these are beings who are godlike powers. So to me, this is very, very interesting because it signals that Warner Brothers wants to do something interesting and are taking to me, it sounds like they're taking a hopefully, again, we don't know. You know how Warner Brothers can do stuff? Like it may sound like one thing and then be another. But if I'm looking at this, I'm going, they fully accepted the Snyder Cut, at least the guy in charge now, whether he's going to release it or not. But because Snyder Cut basically says Darkseid is coming. Right?
Yeah.
And I kind of look at it going, okay, if we're going to introduce Darkseid, there's a lot to the Darkseid storyline. We can break it down, we can do other things, or we can introduce that whole element to it as well. And maybe that's something that they want to do instead. So you're going to have the New God storyline span, and there's word where is it going to be part of the DCEU? Is it not part of the DCEU? The thing that most people don't understand, it doesn't matter. To me, that's what I think, because the New Gods are very old. I mean, they've been around for millennia. So they can have a storyline from, whenever, right? Or they could have a storyline that actually starts off from that point in Justice League where what's his name? Steppenwolf
Steppenwolf
came
goes
came
back
to
in the womb
Earth.
tube.
He comes to Earth and he gets his ass kicked the first time. It could be around that time period. So you've got a lot of, like, time is not an issue, and basically it connecting or not connecting doesn't matter. And they can still connect it to the DCU because all you have to do is have a Green Lantern show up. That's it. Just one. Or they mention the Green Lantern. It's connected. Case closed. So they could. Now, for me, it's interesting though, because if you look at it, you go, Wrinkle in Time didn't do as well as they hoped.
But see, now here's the question: did it not do good because of her directing style, or did it not do well because key elements were not put in the movie?
Well, I've heard mixed reviews for Wrinkle in Time, and some people have said that this is not a movie. This is a movie made for kids, and for that, it's a very good movie, and maybe not the movie that some people were looking for, per se. But then again, there was no objection to her directing per se, that what I've seen. It might be some little things here and there, but nothing that said that, oh, she did a terrible job. Doesn't
look bad.
Yeah. So for me, I don't think that's the case. I just think that that would be something that would be interesting, as a whole. But it's a very interesting take on things. I haven't watched what other people have said. I know I've been out the whole day, so I wasn't able to do this earlier, but
I haven't. I don't do the message boards.
No message boards, like all the different channels, Emergency Awesome, anything anyone else has.
Honestly, the only person I really saw on it was the Screen Junkies. That's where I saw the video from, and prior to us starting the Emergency Awesome video. But he just does a little few Easter eggs and gives a breakdown. What did the guys at Screen Junkies say? Well, the woman is like, she's excited for it because she's wanted a New Gods movie, and she's happy that Ava's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And the gentleman, he was intrigued by it too, because it's an intriguing director's choice for this movie. Granted, she could probably blow it out the park, because you figure, what does New Gods need as a budget? At least $100 million.
Oh, more than that. New Gods is good, and they'll have to taper the budget down. New Gods, the good thing about it is that the only thing they have to do is, the two main characters are Orion, who is Darkseid's son, and Darkseid.
Is that the one that flies around?
Yeah.
That thing?
So New Gods had a truce. They exchanged their children. So basically, the High Father, who's New Genesis, took Darkseid's son and raised him. And I don't know what Darkseid did to High Father's child. No, Orion is Darkseid's original child, who High Father raised. So Orion is good, even though he's Darkseid's child. And so to me, Orion is one of the key people that you want to go out of this. Orion, and you also want to Darkseid. Those are your two big castings there. Really.
What if they adapt that one DC animated movie, but then that still brings in the Justice League? So no, it won't work.
What?
The one where they I don't remember what the name of it was, because I remember seeing the guy with the little flying thing with the gun, Orion in a Justice League movie, and then Darkseid came following not too far after. It's one of the earlier animated movies.
I think they're just going to adapt a lot of elements. I think they're going to focus on the war between both of them and Darkseid's true motive. So here's the thing I like about Darkseid and Thanos, just to throw it out there, because Thanos, he just recently changed his motivation. His motivation is not death. Like Thanos in the comic book is infatuated with death, which is why when Hela showed up, I thought, they were going to use Hela as death because Marvel Universe has its own character that's death, and Hela is the goddess of death, but not the same, right? So I thought, okay, maybe that's just a switch they would use. Simple switch you can do on film would be great, and Hela will align perfectly with Thanos. But in the movies, they've changed it. They said Thanos basically his world was destroyed, and now he's looking to correct things in the universe. And to me, I was honestly, to me, I was like, that's a scrap. I'm sorry, that's not something that I would personally go with. But same thing with Darkseid. Again, they copied each other. Darkseid came out first before Thanos. Darkseid is infatuated with the anti-life equation, which is basically death. Just call it what it is. And he will go to all extents to find it, which is why he likes to crush everything. And which is one of the things that I wish they stated it. They didn't really state it in Justice League, but Steppenwolf is his uncle. You have to understand how bad somebody has to be that your uncle serves you like that. Not that, yeah, you're king or whatever the uncle's, is serving you. He serves you with fear. So, hopefully they can really showcase that, because if they showcase that and like a younger Darkseid and a younger Steppenwolf, and if they showcase that, then when Darkseid comes eventually in the DCU, it becomes something worthwhile.
See, what I want personally is for the new Gods movie to just start right off where Steppenwolf makes his way back to Apocalypse and Darkseid standing there. He goes, "You failed me for the last time," and shoots his eye beams and just takes him out right there. Boom! Yeah, murder, perfect. I want it to be an R-rated movie with a lot of death.
That's not gonna happen.
It needs to happen. Damn it!
That is not gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, it seems like at least we're in unison. We say, okay, the what do you call it again? Ava DuVernay directing. It's a cool choice. And also, again, I mean, let's just be frank. This is what's happening also in studios, and they all know this. Black Panther is king. It's a black cast, black director, right? If you notice earlier today, Spike Lee is being sought out after for a Sony Marvel movie. I can't remember the name of the movie again.
Yeah, I know. Something to do with Spider-Man.
Something to Spider-Man. And at first, because I don't know the character that well, at first I was like, okay, cool. And then one of the ladies described the character as in a time loop, in this weird time loop. And I started thinking of how Spike Lee shoots his movies as well. Because basically the character is like Night Watch. Yeah, thank you very much, Rick Badboy. She was talking about, if they could start it off where he's a doctor, he sees a superhero fighting villains, the superhero gets beaten up, he goes to help the superhero, pulls his mask, and he sees himself. Bam. That's how your movie starts. And you're like, and you realize, that's when you realize he's in this weird time loop that he's involved.
I don't know, man. I don't like Spike Lee movies.
Oh, what? I mean, Spike Lee movies, not all his movies are to everyone's taste. But remember, Spike Lee also did Inside Man.
That was good.
So that's why I said that, look, if you take Inside Man and the thing about Spike Lee movies, he has a lot of artistic quirks. But if you take his artistic quirks, some of the quirks, and you throw it into a comic book movie, it makes sense there. Not necessarily he has to do the whole thing that day, but some of the things that he does. So like even that time loop aspect, I can see him doing that as being something really weird and crazy. Because then it's like, because especially if the movie comes up very casual and natural, like say something like Inside Man, and then you see yourself, it's not a casual movie anymore, right? It's at the very least, it's a science fiction movie at the end of the day. So, but again, going back to the main point that, yeah, we heard that theater houses want more movies like Black Panther with diversity because it is selling like hotcake. That's how they operate. No, but what they said was different. They said they want more diverse movies that have this kind of quality. That's the difference.
Okay, but who are you going to get to voice? Because a lot of this is going to be voice actors.
Yeah, but as long as the thing is, if you're casting, remember, for Darkseid, yes, but for other characters, they actually look normal. Darkseid is the one who looks very different, right? Most of the new gods, Orion, basically all he has is a helmet. He takes off 90% of the time. He always taking off his helmet. All Father is a dude with a white beard. Um, there's another guy that flies that kind of looks like Firestorm in the sense I just can't remember his name. And then you have Mr. Miracle and Big Bada. Big Bada is technically black or mixed, or I mean, they always shade her like brown in the comics.
Okay, so she could be a light skin red bone, or they could go with like a Latin descent.
Yeah, no, she had no, not red bone. She has black hair. She's either I would say she's black or Latina, and dark Latina, not light Latina. So, like I said, it
Oh,
again.
and Zoe, what's her name?
Big Bada is big.
Okay,
She's
so
like a big, strong woman. Like Big Bada is married to Mr. Miracle. Mr. Miracle is the one guy who can escape from anything. That's his skill set. But
so he can escape the Omega Ray.
Yeah, he can escape anything. Mr. Miracle was trapped in Apocalypse and tortured for a long time. He escaped. He's one of the people who escaped from Apocalypse with Big Bada. But Big Bada was trained by Granny Goodness as one of her like this the female force she has, who always tussle up with Wonder Woman all the time. So there's a lot that you can do out there. And again, like these are characters that, if let's be honest, they're in space. So you can cast anyone you want. It's a very good. That's why I've always said this. I was saying before, I was telling Sam, I was like, sci-fi movies have failed diversity because sci-fi movies are the place where you, especially if it's in the future, you don't have to cast just an all-white cast. You can cast anything you want to cast. Because if you say, oh, this is humans have left Earth and they're now in some colony, then yeah, sure, why not? You know, we could all be mixed. We could all be one race, or the minority populations change, or whatever the case may be. So I think it's a good opportunity. I think that's what they are looking at least that's what I'm guessing, is that they're going, we don't necessarily have a character like Black Panther or a huge minority, because DC minority characters, the biggest one is Green Lantern, right? The biggest one is Jon Stewart. So we're doing a Green Lantern movie. We want to do more, and New Gods is something that you can do that. And I think, to me, this is what's this is what's happening. Ava DuVernay only signed because they gave her full control.
But the question is, for how long? Because I'm sorry, but Warner Brothers knows how to F things up.
No, they gave her full. I can almost guarantee you she signed similar contract as Patty Jenkins.
Holy crap!
What?
I know this is off topic, but the 2 seasons of Amazon's Lord of the Rings show could cost up to $500 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really? For a TV show? Jesus! That's more than Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to find a tweet from Josh that he pinpointed a couple of actors that I think would work as Darkseid.
Just go to Josh's Twitter page. Who's Josh anyway?
Josh, the one who used to watch us a lot, always forgets that we're on because we always have different times.
Oh, you just said Josh. I was like, who is Josh? I mean, Josh could be any human being.
Joshy.
What's his Twitter handle?
I'll get it once I find it.
Well, I doesn't even know his Twitter handle. His name is not even Joshy, because I know it's not Joshy.
His name is Joshua.
No, I mean, it's his Twitter handle or his.
Oh yeah, I don't know his Twitter handle off rip. I have to go through the mountains of. Here we go. Pisces 27. Oh, he asks, is she writing New Gods or just directing it? But
she's directing, but I don't think she's writing.
No, I don't think she's writing either. That's everything that's going on. All right, where is that stuff? Oh, one of the tweets is, Zack Snyder can now drop that Darkseid tweet. Now, I wouldn't want Liam Neeson as Darkseid.
The best person with Darkseid, he's passed away? Michael Duncan Jones.
Yes.
Kingpin, former Kingpin, first one.
He has he retweeted, or is this his tweet? I don't know. But he also got Ava Green as this character.
Shoot, I can't remember. Yeah, I can see Ava Green as that. Who else? Keep
Is
going.
this one of Darkseid's henchmen?
Yeah, she looks evil. Then definitely is.
Okay. He's got Morgan Freeman as Highfather.
That's a different take of High Father, but yes. I mean, just skin color take. High Father is old, wise, and
Sam Worthington as Orion.
yeah, it's not a bad choice.
Um, and then Naomi Harris as Big Berta.
Naomi Harris. Naomi Harris. I can't. I know Naomi Harris. I just can't remember how she. Big Brother is big though. Yes. Yes, I
And
can
then
see her
he's
as Big
got
Brother.
he's got Oscar Isaac as, I believe this is Martian Manhunter. I'm not too sure. No, this might not be Martian Manhunter. Who's this?
No.
Is this Mr. Miracle?
Yeah, that is Mr. Miracle.
He's got Oscar Isaac as him. Poe Dameron himself.
Yeah, I mean, the things that they'll have to make Naomi Harris look. She's 5'8", she's tall, but she has to look like 6'5". Like Big Brother is like even Superman stands to Big Brother, he flies hovers off the ground.
Oh, Ava Green as Grail.
Girl.
That's
Grail.
that first one I showed you.
Uh,
And then he's got Edgar Ramirez as Kabak.
Back, yes, that is Darkseid's other son.
He looked ugly.
Yeah.
And then he's got Helen Mirren as Granny Goodness.
Oh yes. If they can get Helen Mirren as Granny Goodness, that is just great. Yes. So female Furies. Female Furies included Artemis, Benedice, Bloody Mary, Glutina, Knockout, Lashina, Twilight Wonder, Speed Woman, Malice. They just have to select like four, and so 4 or 5.
And then he's
Um,
got
and
John
Big Brother,
Noble as Yoga Khan.
Yoga Khan. I can't remember Yoga Khan. Let me see. Oh, Darkseid's father. Ah,
I would actually prefer John Noble to be Darkseid himself.
no. You
He's
need,
got a good voice for it.
yeah. You need somebody big and imposing at the same. Not he has not. I mean, you're gonna do some CG and all that, motion cap and all that, but um, like I said, Michael Duncan Clark's voice is
Bro,
probably.
he has some interesting casting choices. WB should hire him.
Who did he have for? Who else for? Oh God, New Genesis. Let me see who. New Gods. Okay, let me see.
I mean, out of the main group, this is who he has.
It's not a bad choice.
It isn't.
High
I mean,
Father. High
I can
Father.
see. I mean,
You're gonna introduce him. Oh, did he? Oh, did he? Did he? He didn't select Metron.
no, he didn't.
You know Metron?
No.
Metron is this dude that knows everything. And I mean, like he sits on a chair. This is Metron right there, right?
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Batman sit on that chair,
Batman sat on that chair, and they could decide to call him. He became Bat God.
and he doesn't want to give up the chair,
Yeah, because it lets you tap into everything.
and he learned. He learned the Joker's real identity.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what Big Bada looks like. For those who just don't know what she looks like. This is just one. You see how I always say there's always that darker tint to her.
Okay, yeah, she does have kind of like a
Yeah.
Latin looking look.
Mr. Miracle. He doesn't have any powers, but that's the same image he used, but he literally knows how to escape from anything for whatever reason.
Okay, no power, but he could escape.
I mean, like he's got like some vulnerability and strength, nothing too crazy, but like when it comes to escaping, oh yeah. He's good at it. There's somebody else. I mean, he's not that strong, but I should buy the Dark Chubby's New Gods. Oh, I forgot the name of the character. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I apologize, guys. I just couldn't stop myself there. There's a guy that has like, oh my god, New Genesis characters. Oh, okay. There's Forger, Highfather, Hyman, Mantis. List of new gods. Okay. Light Ray. Yes. Taking. Let me see if I can find Light Ray. He's always featured in Justice League cartoons whenever they show the new gods. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch some.
Here you go. So that's Light Ray.
He looks weird.
When I say it's kind of like Firestorm-esque, you know that headband,
that
like
old school
Firestorm, yeah. But he fires like light beams of sorts. I haven't seen that one. Big Badder, Barder. Sorry, I said Badder. But yeah,
it's gonna be time to go back and revisit some of this.
Yeah.
Justice League War and stuff.
War? I mean, War only had Darkseid.
War didn't have the.
War only had Darkseid. That's it.
Yeah, I have to go back further and rewatch that one. There's one where they did pretty much the whole movie on the New Gods. I just don't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some fun. Hopefully she does a really good job with it.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna have is, like I said, she's gonna look. Ava did Wrinkle in Time. I don't think Disney messed around much. Remember, Disney still wanted her, and they're like, fine, what else do you want to do? Right? And I think Warner Brothers liked so from all indications, like even though Wrinkle in Time to me should have come out maybe
as bad time.
Yeah, it should come out at the end of the summer.
But okay, can we say it's bad time, or did they not anticipate Black Panther?
Then there's both. I think it's bad. A little bit of bad time, and if Black Panther didn't come out, then yeah, I think it would have done much better. But also, again, there's a mixture of both. Black Panther is really just killing everything, and it might take over this weekend again, even though we'll see what Tomb Raider does for numbers. But I think, with some of the director choices. So the directors for Flash, I get it. Flash is going to be more comedic, and even though they say it's Flashpoint, I think two things are going to happen. It's either going to be a different take on Flashpoint, or they will call it something else by the time it comes out.
Yeah, I think they need to just say Flashpoint. You don't need to come with Flashpoint out the gate. That's just a stupid move.
So
either you recast Ben, or you keep Ben. Move on with Matt Reeves. You give Matt Reeves a younger version. Okay, you could have two Batmans coexisting. Same universe. Just have Matt Reeves' Batman be when he first started, year one Batman. So you have that younger one, and then you have our Batman here, and that's it. They'll never really meet because you'll keep that self-imposed in its universe, and maybe you could work in that stupid movie with the Joker in that pocket universe. Just, oh God, dumb idea.
Well,
they should cancel that crap.
We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But anyway, guys, that's it. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about Ava DuVernay directing The New Gods. So any thoughts or questions, leave it down below. And as always, we'll be back with a regular show schedule. But for now, we'll be doing a lot of Blu-ray reviews for you. So Monday, we're going to be doing a live show at some point. I'm thinking we should set a time, maybe 7 p.m. on Monday.
Okay, that works.
And we'll be doing our Blu-ray extras for Star Wars. So
works for me.
All righty. At this point, we say thank you very much, and always enjoy your entertainment. Subscribe, guys. Bye.